Okay, you're going to count from 0 to 20 on this number line. So put your finger on the 0, and then count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way till you get to the number 20. Okay, once you've done that, start at the number 20 and try to count backwards. 19, 18, 17, all the way down to 0. Spread out all your number cards so that you can see them so that they're face up. Now, put your number cards in order from 0 through 20. Start with 0, then 1, then 2. Once you think you have them in order, count to check and see if you're right. If you're not, you can look at the next few pictures to help put them in order, or go get a number line to check the order. Now challenge yourself. Try to count backwards from 20 to 0. You can use your cards to help you. What do you think this is? You're right, it's money. What kind of money? It's a penny. Does anyone know how much a penny is worth? A penny is worth 1 cent. So right here are 2 pennies. One shows the front of a penny, that's the head side, and one shows the back of a penny, that's the tail side. What do you see on the front of the penny? That's the head side. That's Abraham Lincoln. He was the 16th President of the United States. What do you see on the back of the penny? That's the tail side. That's the Lincoln Memorial, a big building to remember Abraham Lincoln by. It's in the capital of our country, Washington, D.C. What color is the penny? Right, it's brown. What shape is the penny? You're right again, it's a circle. So a penny is worth 1 cent. Now we're going to play a game. Make sure you have a work mat, keep it flat on the table, and a cup of pennies. Put this many pennies on your mat. What number is it? Right, 5, so put 5 pennies on your mat. Check to make sure you have 5 pennies. We're going to touch the first penny and slide it up and say 1. Touch the second penny, slide it up and say 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 pennies. Now put this many pennies on your mat. What number is it? You're right, it's the number 8. Put 8 pennies on your mat. Okay, put 8 pennies on your mat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I want to double check to make sure I really have 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I was right. I have 8 pennies on my mat. Put this many pennies on your mat. How many pennies is it? 16. You're right. Put this many pennies on your mat. How many is it? 0. That's right. You should have no pennies on your mat because 0 means none. Put this many pennies on your mat. Double check and see if you have the right amount. How many is it? 13. That's right. If you didn't get 13, please fix it. Okay, put this many pennies on your mat. How many did you put on? 7. Good job. If you got 7, you got it right. Excellent job. Now we're going to clean up and get ready to do your paper. Keep your items with you in case you need them to work on your paper, but get a pencil. Okay, so you're going to do your practice paper now. At the top, you're going to write name where it says name. The directions say draw lines to match the rows of pennies to the number cards. These are the rows of pennies, and these are the number cards. So what you're going to do is count the first row of pennies. 1, 2, 3. So there are 3 pennies in that row. Now we need to look over here and find the number 3. Is this the 3? Is this the 3? Or is this the 3? And you're actually going to connect the line number 3 pennies to the number 3. Try it with the next 2. Shut this off, try it with the next 2, and then check back and see if you're correct. Now we're going to count this row. We have 1, 2 pennies. So we're going to match it up with the number 2. Then we're going to check this row. 1, 2, 3, 4 pennies. And we're going to match that to the number 4. If you made a mistake, please correct it. Okay, on the back side of your paper, you're going to use a crayon to trace this number 3 times. So what is the number? It's the number 7. So find your favorite crayon or color crayon, and we're going to go to this, like this. Slide to the right and slant on down. Slide to the right and slant on down. Slide to the right and slant on down. That's how we write the number 7. Now we're going to switch because it says use a pencil to write the 7s. This way you can practice with the pencil, and if you make a mistake, you can erase it. So we're going to do the same thing. Slide to the right and slant on down. Slide to the right and slant on down. Slide to the right and slant on down. The way you get that sharp point, the sharp corner, is when you slide to the right, stop for a second, and then slant on down. Slide to the right, stop, slant down. Slide to the right, stop, slant down. Okay, now you're all done with your paper. You can put it in the box.